But sadly, we dropped a little bit of ranks. First loss today, actually. So we are 1-1 with this deck. Actually worked better against the Rage deck, against the Rush deck than it did against some control bullshit, whatever that was. Next game, game number 3, which is pretty quick, against Dragon Matt. I keep it, that's good. Looking good, looking strong. Sadly, we have no temples, but I think we can stomach it. Bloodwell Matriarch, I think I'm gonna toss. Yeah. Because it takes a little bit of time until we can actually play this. So that's Order, Wisdom. Could be interesting. Heavy Infantry. Really? People play this, apparently. Let's get superiority going right away. Good shit. Oh yeah. Horseback Rider. Yeah, go up 1 order aspect. In 2 turns we just drop Holy Radiance and that guy's gone. As well as all his other minions. Probably tries to go get in beats with heavy infantry, but of course I can just block this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, we only get one draw, I guess. Oh no, we have a draw for our most cards. Yeah, good enough though. So we can only go for Holy Radiance shenanigans next turn. So we just drop another superiority, I guess. Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? It's another card draw, so yeah. Five, 6, 7. If he drops the card now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get two triggers actually for most HP, and for most cards in hand, which is cool. And we can actually, by the way, also always block the Griffin because he only deals 2 damage. But you betcha, he has 0 mana, so of course I'm gonna block the heavy infantry. Of course. There we go. Alright. So before this gets out of hand even further, I'm gonna drop this Holy Radiance right here. Basically negates everything that superiority did for us, but... you know. Just making sure. Just making sure. What do we have in the graveyard, by the way? Nothing, okay. Because we have Insta Alive going for us now. And I think I still play with the mindset, by the way, that I just need to go for board presence. Or to damage the enemy, which obviously isn't what you're supposed to do in this deck. So locked him down for 1 turn, which is pretty good. Oh yeah. This is gonna get activated next turn, I guess. No, not quite. 2 turns. And I can grow it twice with the Sentry. Okay. He doesn't have to have too many high-hitting creatures, at least now, mid-game. Which is kind of good. Because that might screw us over. I don't get the whole soldier thing though, because you would run Alexa with that, because that makes much more sense than playing it with this guy. And he really doesn't like the Relic Guard, I guess. But a good play actually, with the speed advantage from the second guards here, but I mean, I have 4 Holy Radiances in there. If I happen to hit it now, Oh, I can actually get a guards of my own here. With Bloodwell Matriarch. Or even Ancient Wisdom. But first... that's a 3/3. 2 speed. We might get card draw from him. I have 5 mana next turn. 3. Yeah, I can buff up the Angelic Temple and deal with it then. So I'm just gonna drop this. That's a priest? I didn't even know that. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Okay, that's something. Guards. Okay. Good. I didn't know that's a Naga priest. Okay. It's interesting. All right then. We activated 1 turn earlier than I anticipated. It's fine for me. Okay, the problem right here, by the way, that I just now realized is that he might actually have Parallel Evolution, since he runs basically blue soldiers, I guess. Could suck a little bit. People also played this guy. That's interesting. Might get rid of the Naga, Bloodwell Matriarch, but doesn't really concern me. Yeah, no, we can't. He needs to double attack, actually. Okay, does it like this, I guess? Which is good, because this guy is asleep, so I can actually get rid of this militia. Or even this guy, when I just buff up the temple twice. With these 2 beautiful guys. You get this militia, I like the other one more. Doesn't get rid of the Naga, though. Nah, man, I mean... Yeah, I can't get anything with her now. Namir, though. Game, why you do this to me? That wipes the board. That wipes the board, my boy. Okay. So if I attack into one definitely dies. I'm gonna put this down. Yes. Buff it up. Make sure he doesn't block with this. No wait, actually I should do it like this. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. These 2 can block the militias. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. Okay. Say goodbye to your board next turn, boy. Unless you have another one of the Angelic Mights. Which he might. But we'll see about that. 6 cards, however, is of course a lot. And even if he, like, uses Parallel Evolution on this, it still has 2 Might emblems. So that's one thing that you definitely have to take into consideration. And I'm definitely willing to trade these 2, by the way. Because I can get these back with... Yes! I get these 2 back with Angelic Might and buff the shit even further. Don't think I'ma do it? I'ma do it. I'ma doing it. God, this is disgusting. I mean, this deals damage, you know, and I can't get this back with Insta Life, so yeah. Oh my boy, you don't know what's gonna hit you. Ooh, it's gonna... Oh, it's gonna hit you. Big time. And it's gonna be bothersome for one of us. Guards, guards? Okay, no. Maybe not. Goodbye, board. Boop. Okay. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Because now, let's see. Get one of these. That doesn't trigger it right away, but it triggers it next turn with Namir. Do I still instill life? Yeah, I want to. I just want to. Buff it up! Get card draw, why not? It's good. Alright. Got it on the board. Ooh, guards, guards. Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be honest. I definitely blocked the 2 life bound stuff, I guess. Really? Is a militia that threatening to you? What? What? Did that just happen? Okay, by the way, how many knights? We have 1 knight. So we get 2 HP from Namir. Oh no, for each priest, never mind. 1 priest, 2... Yeah, do whatever you want. 2 priests, 3 priests, plus him, 4. Not quite. Not quite enough. And I think I have to sack 1 to this. However, we win through life gain next turn, that's for sure. Even if he blocks, we have these 2. Nah, I want to keep this life bound 1. No, wait, actually that's good, because I win with Namir then. Shit, I think he heard that. Maybe not. Okay, I get 2 life, down to 37. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, easy. Yeah. Namir! Here we go. Alright then! Plus 20 rating change, got that rating right back. Right, with a rating of 1,157. Whew. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. That was, you know, I played the Rage Dominion one and this one, the Purple Priest one, on 1 day. And with this, I gotta say, who commented Masters, who made a commentary for Masters again? Fuss and Balduin. You guys have, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm a bad player in Spellweaver, I know. Dislikes, come ahead, and I don't mean it that way, but in this case, I gotta say, the Fuss and Balduin, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about when you called this deck trash. I mean, I saw the Path of Transcendence tournament, and I was like, yeah, this looks pretty bad. But you've seen it, I mean, wow. Wow. This deck is awesome. This deck is awesome, and apparently Vanguard X, you know, with this article, I was suspect, because, you know, as I've said, I've seen the Path of Transcendence tournament, and, you know, when I ended the recording session about like an hour ago for Rage Dominion, I was like, because I actually wanted to play Rage Rush, but then I saw this and I just made the list, and he sounded pretty convinced, but I still was like, you know, I just won 3 times in ranked, and I really climb up right now, and it would just absolutely suck if I just would lose all of the progress that I've just gained from the last 3 games that I won. We lost 1, yes, but we won 2. So basically we, and you know, the thing is, this deck is not necessarily bad, it's just how you play it, and you need to know when you play stuff. And that's the thing, that's why some Spellweaver ranked episodes don't go as planned, because I play most of the decks for the first time, which you have to take into consideration, which was also the case for Purple Priests right here. But, I think you've seen the strengths of this. I think I've showcased it pretty well, and for a guy that played this for the first time, I really gotta say, because, you know, the struggle against the Corruption deck in the second one, Enoch deck, we still came pretty close to winning, actually. It was just a Necromantic Cult that completely, like, shed on our couch at the end. But I can just say, with this, yeah, the Fuzz and Balduin have no fucking idea what they were talking about. The Purple Priests, I would say, is God tier. It's not trash tier at all. It netted us we went 2-1, and we also almost won the third game as well. Probably just the Corruption Control one, even though it wasn't Advanced Nepharos, it was Enoch. But yeah, with the whole... It was a little bit Sacrificial Forces, actually, without the Chalice, obviously, but... maybe that's a little bit of a problem for this deck, but overall, I would definitely say this deck is God tier. I mean, you see it right here, you know, Purple Priests have an above 75% win rate, and Cruel Tag also beats down, progressively beats down new players with this deck. And, yeah, I would definitely say this deck is freaking awesome. And you see the adjustments right here. You can put KFC in there, Spellwarden, which I definitely would recommend. Angel Blast Knight, maybe not. Gomor, also, yeah, as he said, maybe only one copy because you pretty much want to go. I think I just stalled for a little bit too much. But even then, it still kind of worked in the last game. First game was definitely over pretty fast. Second game went on a little bit longer. I mean, he says, you know, he wants to go for the 30 life gain threshold, but I feel that even with, at least with my playstyle, it also kind of worked, which is obviously like going for beats all the time. And you can ramp up your creatures pretty well, but yeah, I wouldn't say, because as you have seen, the only reason why you want to go for 3 order aspects is obviously to get more out of Word of Grace. Other than that, you're pretty much good with 2 order levels, 1 Dominion, so I don't know if Gomor would actually do, or would actually be beneficial in this deck. Maybe it would be, you know, you would get more out of Word of Grace, but that's pretty much it. The only reason for creatures why you would want to go for 4 aspects is because of 1 card Gomor, and that doesn't sound too good. KFC, however, I could definitely see just to buff up your temples, which is definitely something that the deck thrives off of. You don't have anything to get the Angelic Temples back, which sucks a little bit. But, of course, you know, in the last game, you could have seen the value when you just get back the Sentries of the Light. You just sacrifice them, get the Sentries back with Instill Life, buff up your temples even further. That is definitely pretty awesome. And with that being said, Vanguard X, I bow down in front of thy greatness. You came up with a freaking awesome deck right here, and I enjoyed it, I gotta say. That was a lot of fun. And I definitely can see that this is like a new deck archetype, like the... How does he call it? Like the, heal rush or something? Aggro heal deck. So I definitely want to see him... I can tell that he was... pretty upset with Balduin and Fuzz's comments here, because if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for him being absolutely salty by the wrongdoings in this case of the Fuzz and Balduin, he probably wouldn't have posted this until after Masters. Now people know that he plays that, and maybe people come up with stuff to counter this. I think that's why he deliberately didn't say what is weak against this. I think that's why. Though I think, you know, the most not annoying, but the most what's the word? Boring deck. Also, when, you know, I just wanted to get this out. The most boring deck to watch at the moment in Spellweaver. That also goes, by the way, for Masters when the Fuzz covers it. I always hope that he doesn't cover matches where Advanced Nepharos is being played, because Advanced Nepharos Corruption Control is so boring, not only to play against, but also to watch. It's just, it's almost as bad as One Turn Heal. But it's just tedious to watch. It's just the same all the time. There's like no variety in terms of cards or in terms of play style. You just play the same thing over and over again, and it's just redundant. But I think this would probably be one of the things that people might put in their Conquest lineup now, because I feel that is pretty strong, because you've seen that with the Enoch type, or with the Enoch deck. That could definitely put a dent in that deck. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, there are not necessarily high-level creatures. Temples are sort of safe from lightning totems, but maybe shamans could be a thing that you could play against this that might work. That might, you know, stop purple priests. Other than that, maybe... I mean, he said you shouldn't lose against Rage Rush, but Rage Rush is still a great archetype. Once you hit that 2 aspect 3 mana, however, you have the Sunblast Emissary, which obviously is a great card. But I still can see it's still in Fireball range, it's still Fire Blast range. Everything else that you put on the field obviously survives with Fire Blast, Sunblast Priest, for instance, but still, Rage Rush I still see as a problem. Advanced Zash, like Wisdom Rage, I'm not sure. If you get a good curve and you can actually like go for levels, I mean go for beats or go for healing rather. I guess you're in a good position, but still, Silencer could still mess you up a little bit. But it's gonna be tough to see. We're gonna see in Masters when Vanguard X maybe gets into the finals. We're gonna see with this deck. I definitely anticipate great things from him with this deck. But you know, the thing is also, we have to keep that in mind that YTX CX Comsian is gonna get banned 30% of the time anyway, so we might not even see him play this. But at least that was it for this episode of Spellweaver Ranked. Purple Priests, definitely also a slow clap for that, because that deck is freaking awesome. Thanks to Vanguard X. Link to the deck obviously is on Spellweaver DB. The link to the deck list is in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. And yeah, that was it for Spellweaver Ranked. Definitely an awesome episode, and I'll see you in the next Spellweaver related video. I mean, subjective if it's a great episode, but I mean in terms of games, I kind of liked it. That's what I meant with great episode. Don't want to toot my own horn here, you know? But yeah, see you in the next Spellweaver related video.